Hi everybody, so today I am making two Valentines cards, suitable for masculine or feminine. You could just change up some of the colours or keep the colours as they are, you know. So stick around and see how I do them. The first colour is ink blend in the background. So I use Spectrum Noir and Hunky Dory inks. I use Lemon Tonic, Crushed Velvet, Tangerine, Prussian Blue and Fuchsia. I cut my cardstock, just white multi-purpose cardstock, and I'm going to ink blend using ink blending brushes. Just want to get the colour down first, try and get, you know, kind of a straight line. I could have actually gone a little bit further up the page with this one because the crushed velvet or the last colour ends up being quite a bit bigger, but that's fine. It's not a problem, you do what you do. So I go from the light to the dark. So the first colour was the Lemon Tonic, and then this is the Tangerine. Once I've put the colour down, I go back to the yellow Lemon Tonic and just get rid of the line between the two, and just blend them so that it looks like a smooth blend. Then I go into the fuchsia. Same thing, get the colour down, and then I'll go back to the Tangerine and just basically try and give it a, you know, so there's no harsh line between the colours, give it a smooth blend. So I go slightly over the pink with the orange, and then they blend together a bit nicer so that you don't get a harsh line. And then this is the crushed velvet. Going back to the previous colour, so the fuchsia, and just kind of put some down right where they join, just to smooth it out again. And then I'm putting this piece of card down under my fingers, just so that I don't transfer any of my oils and get fingerprints or anything after you put the hard work in. And then I do the final colour, which is the Prussian Blue. And I have to apologise because when I go to do the sentiment on the outside, it looks like I skipped through a lot of it, which I kind of do, but I didn't realise that my camera's it was either the battery had died or the SD card was full. And I'm sure you know what it's like. You get into your groove with your crafting and kind of forget to keep looking up. I'm still quite new at doing YouTube, so I will find my way, but yeah, it does go a little bit. So yeah, I get this 3D embossing folder and emboss it, and then on the diamonds you can see it's a bit sparkly. I've just used a clear sparkle pen just to give it a little bit of sparkle, and then mat it onto some black cardstock, and then leave a little border, and then put it onto my white card frame, card base, sorry. And I do the same with the sentiment, so I cut that out in a white cardstock, stamp on it in black, and then mat it onto a black. They're nesting dies, they're just off of Amazon. And then on the inside I do the rest of the stamp. So the stamp says, if I remember rightly, I fall in love with you more every day, and then on the inside it's got, except yesterday you was quite annoying, or something like that, which I thought was quite funny. And then just to bring the outside to the inside, I like to try and sort of blend them together. So I just use a little bit of the ink that's left on the brushes with the same colours that I've put on the outside, and I just basically just randomly blend a little bit of ink going around the edges of the cardstock to go inside. I don't add any more ink to them, I literally just use what's left on them. And then when I'm gluing my inserts into my cards, I just do the inside edge with tape. I don't generally glue the whole thing, I just do one strip of glue. And I decided to do it as a 10-fold card. Have to apologise for not getting a video out last week, but my husband's off in January, so we catch up on jobs around the house, and this year we needed to have a good sort out of all the cupboards and of all the rooms, and get rid of loads of stuff, and that included sorting out the craft room, because it was getting a little bit overwhelming, shall we say. So we done that. I can't do it on my own because of my health, so I have to wait for my husband. So we worked on it together. Well, he done most of the grafting because I can only do a little bit before I have to rest, and then I just point. Bless him. And then the next card, I just use these, they're nesting dies from Hunky Dory, and I just cut this shape out with one of the nesting dies that's big enough to hold the first part of the stamp, which is I'd walk through fire for you, and then it's got a little picture of a fire just above it. And then the inside it says, well, maybe not fire because that's dangerous, but a very humid room, maybe not too humid because of my hair, or something along those lines. It's quite funny. So I thought, rather than do everything lovey-dovey, because I know not every couple likes that some couples are more sort of joking, so I thought I'd make some that are a little bit funny as well. And this is just on white multi-purpose card that I'm stamping it with a black ink. And then I decided that I wanted to colour the flames. So I used my Spectrum Noir alcohol markers, and I use the burnt orange, just the light one. I use, I believe it's golden yellow, just the light one, and then I use a coral. And just do kind of little flicks with each colour. And I just keep going over the colours with the other colours until I'm happy with how it looks. Gold yellow, yes, and the light one. Burnt orange, the light one, and coral. And then I decided that I wanted to get a paper pad that would sort of go with the fire colours. And here I am, can't quite decide. Welcome to my brain. I'm sure everybody agrees that they're the same. I think I've got too many paper pads, to be honest. We need a Paper Pads Anonymous. And then I decide on this one out of those two that you just saw. This is a gingham paper pad from Crafter's Companion. They brought out like a blue and greeny tealy type one as well. And then I mat it onto some black cardstock, and then onto my white card base. And again, I use the next nesting die up to cut a black mat for the card. For the sentiment, and mat that onto the black cardstock. And then I just want it sitting up a little bit, just so that it's not completely flat to the card. And then I use some slimline hunky dory foam pads and stick that on. And I decide it's still a little bit too flat for my liking, so I decided to stamp just the fire again, colour it in again, and then I just decoupage it up. I don't cut any other bits out, I just leave it as a whole and just stick it on top of the other fire using foam pads again, just to give it something. And then on the inside I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do to kind of get them both, like I say, bring the inside to the outside. just fussy cut it out. There's no die with this stamp set, but that's fine, it's quite an easy shape to cut. Otherwise I wouldn't have been cutting it out, because I'm really not very good at fussy cutting. I keep eyeing up the scan and cuts. At some point I'm sure I'll treat myself to one. It's just finding the room for one, I think. And then I decide on the inside that I wasn't sure whether to bring in the paper pad again and do a matte layer or a strip down the side, to bring the outside in. But I decided to stamp the fire again and just give that a quick colour in the same colours. And then I just put a strip of tape down the inside edge and glue it onto the inside of the card. I haven't made envelopes today for these cards on this video. I have got other videos where I've made envelopes for the cards. I use Crafter's Companion Ultimate Pro to make my envelopes. So yeah, that's it. I hope you do like them. I hope they inspire you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really will help my channel to grow and make it feel worthwhile to me, because I put a lot of time into editing and, you know, things like that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. It really is appreciated. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.